And we're going to continue here with our one-on-one matches for the qualifier to get to our heavyweight championship matches. Speaking of the Armada, that is the music of the leader of the Armada, the wood chipper, Chris Lyons. Now, Luis, have you ever had the opportunity to wrestle Chris Lyons before?
No, I've not had the pleasure, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of glad I haven't, because I think he would have systematically broke me down piece by piece.
You know what, there's a reason why he earned the moniker the Wood Chipper. Because during that lengthy reign of over a year and a half when he was the UPW Cruiserweight Champion, every person we put in front of him just got torn up. Whoa, wait, whoa, what is this? Is that...
He's sending a message here. Do you see what he's doing?
I think I see. Yes, he's going to be taking on John Derry, the milkman. And that's one of his outfits that he brings to the ring, the cow outfit. And somehow he got a hold of it. I hope John Derry's okay.
Well, look, he's obviously got beef with him. So.
Yes, I suppose you're right there. But what does this mean? Is John Derry laid out in the back somewhere? Why does he have his outfit? Why does he have his costume? What's going on? What kind of mind games is this? Well, we're hearing the music there of John Derry. Maybe he's still gonna come out. Oh wait, well hold on, that's not John Derry himself. That's far too small of a heifer to be John Derry.
What is this?
Oh, there he is! There's John Derry, the milkman! Out with this mascot. Looks like he had a backup costume there.
This is ridiculous.
Come on, this isn't ridiculous, Luis. This is fun. This is fun. This is kind of what we're all about here in Texas, and what we're all about at UPW. Yes, this is all about the serious in-ring action, but sometimes you gotta kick back and realize, hey, this is entertainment. We're here for the children. We're here to entertain all of the fans and the kids, and it's fun sometimes.
No, we're here to win championships, and that's where Chris Lyons has the advantage over John Derry.
There we go, John Derry. He's getting a shot at qualifying for that fatal four-way match to determine our UPW heavyweight champion, but he's got to go up against the wood chipper Chris Lyons. This is going to be a tall order for John Derry.
Yeah, he's probably second-guessing his route right now because he does not want to have to go through Chris Lyons.
All right, John Derry getting checked out by the referee there. Oh no, now he's hugging the referee.
Why?
Because, man, you talk about mind games. You talk about the mind games that Chris Lyons had coming out with the outfit. And, you know, he's talking about fair play. He's over here hugging the referee, having a good time.
No. You see, he's not 100% in this. He's easily 2% in this match.
And now John Derry extending the hand there. Oh, Chris Lyons just kicked it away. Come on, man.
I love it. You want to talk about mind games?
Oh, there we go. See, this is why you don't take John Derry lightly. All of the jokes and the smiles and the cow outfit and all this and that. No, that's a bad man in the ring too. Oh no, he's got him by the udders.
The what?
The udders.
That is a human being.
Oh, no, look!
Pasteurizer!
Look at this! Pasteurizer! This early in the match! He hit the pasteurizer! I can't believe it! This is gonna be over! No, wait! Just roll him over! Oh, Chris Lyons rolled... He had the wherewithal to roll outside of the ring after taking one of the best shots by John Derry!
Look at it, he's milking it right now. Look what you have me doing.
What? You said it. All right, John Derry, now he's got to be able to get Chris Lyons back into the ring. He's got to be able to do that.
Okay, that's a disqualification. What are we doing here? It's literally outside interference.
No, well, this is not a foreign object.
You don't know where he's from.
All right, John Derry and Chris Lyons are out there. They're up to halfway through that 10 count. They both need to get back into the ring so that it doesn't end up in a double disqualification or a double count out.
Wait, what would that then? Would that be a triple threat, or what happens if both men get disqualified?
You know what? I do not envy Ransom's position to figure that out if that were to happen. Thank you so much to Ransom, Bart Harris, as well as Doug for coming together and putting back UPW right where it belongs, right here in Southeast Texas. This had been our home for many years. We went away and now we're back with action like this, and it wouldn't have been possible without those three men.
Oh, he missed it.
Yeah, he did. Chris Lyons, we talk about how well of a technical mat wrestler Chris Lyons is. But wait, hold on, wait a second. What's going on out here? Is he riding up for the 8-second rodeo? 1, 2, 3,
counting?
4, 5, 6. Okay, he lasted 5 seconds. It wasn't quite 8, but oh man, that's what it is in PBR. You gotta have 8 seconds.
No, the only seconds that count are the 10 seconds, and they should be going back into the ring where he can win the match.
Well, I think he just heard you, Luis. He must have heard you because he tossed him back in the ring. Now, again, what I was saying is this might be brilliant strategy by John Derry because Chris Lyons is a technical master. He has trained in all kinds of different martial arts, all kinds of amateur wrestling backgrounds. He knows all the holds there in the mat. But when you brawl and you take him outside, maybe that's where John Derry has the advantage. Now they're back in the ring because John Derry knows this is where he can win. And oh, he's going back. He's going back to that again. Just twisting away, milking him for all he's got. But no, turnabout's fair play.
He's biting him.
My goodness, now he's biting his face. Referee Dre right there administering the 5 count. Make sure that's not a disqualification.
I hope he's not lactose intolerant. This is exactly what Lyons needed. Now he can start systematically breaking Derry down.
Yeah,
look at his eyes. Do you see his eyes?
I saw that. Yeah, that's exactly the same look we saw for over a year at UPW when he was the Cruiserweight champion for such a long time.
Oh, he's out on his feet. Derry's out on his feet.
Yeah, I think you're right. Derry is out. He's seeing Tweety birds flying around his head.
How lucky are we to see Chris Lyons live here tonight? That's brilliant.
Wow. All right. Chris Lyons, he's feeling it. He's trying to drag him to the center of the ring. No, it wasn't far enough. It wasn't far enough.
No,
John Derry, yeah, he was able to get that bottom rope. Oh!
And he paid for it.
He sure did. I mean, you can't reach for the ropes if you don't have an arm.
I love it.
This is the type of style that we've seen out of Chris Lyons. Take you apart one limb at a time. Well, you see he went for that other arm there. So now both arms have been targeted by Chris Lyons within, 2 minutes of being in the ring. And again!
He's punishing him. For every decision that Derry makes, Lyons has an answer for.
I said, John Derry had to get Chris Lyons back into the ring to win it. But he had the advantage outside. Oh, this is what I was talking about with Chris Lyons. Oh my goodness, he's just gonna pick you apart. Both of those arms are gone for John Derry for the time being. Oh, this is why he's the wood chipper. This is why he was so dominant at UPW. This is why he's the leader of the Armada and he could train. Oh, now he's going for the leg. And this is why he's training people, and the people that he trains, like Mad Max, are so proficient within their first year.
Okay, you see what he did just there? He was attacking the leg. He was attacking every possible angle, and now that calf is locking up. And all that tingly feeling, it's running through his veins. He's in trouble.
Luis, look at that. He also has the arm captured as well. So now this is 3 out of the 4 limbs that he has now targeted within the last few moments of this match. John Derry going back to...
But he took a slap for it.
Yeah, he did.
I hope it was worth it.
I guess not. Chris Lyons said, don't do that in here. Oh, no, wait, Chris Lyons. Oh, with that running knee.
Abel, did you see how he created the space? He rolled away only to go straight for him.
Oh, no, wait, look at Lyons. He's using the bottom rope there.
No,
Referee Dre saw it. Referee Dre caught it.
UPW's ring is too small. Chris Lyons' legs were
too small.
Yeah. We need to get with Ransom so we can get slightly bigger ring. Look at Lyons is practically falling out of the ring.
This is a perfectly standard size ring.
Yeah, well, then why is Lyons on the ropes?
Because Lyons tall. He's a tall man. Now he has the other arm captured there. Oh no, there it is. He's had this move that we've seen many a time. He calls it the ring, ring, ring because you're just calling yourself here. It's like,
I love it. Look at this. Has Lyons ever worked in Mexico before? Because look at it. He's showing his worldly brilliance by taking on that right arm.
Oh! John Derry must have had some sort of life still in that limb to throw that clothesline there, almost out of desperation. John Derry coming off the ropes, dropping an elbow with all of that body weight. My goodness, that'll knock the wind right out of your lungs.
Crushed him.
All right, John Derry coming off the ropes again. Oh, what a splash! All of his weight right onto the chest, and that's got to be it. No! That was just two. John Derry has still got some life left in him. He said, I'm not ready to go to the slaughterhouse just yet. He's calling for it. He's trying to get the crowd behind him again, trying to get that adrenaline into his limbs so he can ignore the pain that was inflicted on him earlier in this matchup.
But how much more does he got left in him? Lyons took a lot out of him.
He sure did. You're right there, Luis. European uppercut. All right, now John Derry. He's trying to get fired up. He's in the opposite turnbuckle. Head full of steam, running to the other side. Nobody was home, Luis.
It's not going to be that easy. Lyons won't fall for that.
Oh, a slide Russian leg sweep into the turnbuckle. That was vicious. That is not a way that you want to land into that turnbuckle. Out seeing. Oh, double stomp as well.
Just took all the air out of him. This is it. This is over. Roll him.
He's got to get him in position, trying to get him away from the ropes so he doesn't reach to the ropes like the last time. But that was two. That is the high IQ. The high IQ, Chris Lyons.
I will say, I think that's been his biggest challenge. Every time Lyons hits a major move on Derry, Derry just so happens to be right by the ropes. He's gotten lucky. But if he'd been in the middle of the ring, that would have been over.
Yeah, maybe that half second of repositioning is what cost him. All right, John Derry trying to throw some clotheslines there. He doesn't have as much mustard behind it as he normally does. Oh, no, wait. There's another side Russian leg sweep, this time in the middle of the ring. Now he's turning it into, yes, he's got him. He's got him there in a submission maneuver. Is John Derry going to tap? Is he going to tap? No, he hasn't tapped yet. He's still holding on.
Is he moving?
Now, the referee Dre is right there, right in the face of John Derry.
Might be time to check that expiration date.
Oh, no, wait. Wait. He shifted his weight. There's a cover. No! John Derry was able to shift that massive frame onto the shoulders to get out of that submission maneuver. Oh, what a kick!
He's out.
Oh, that was just two. That caught my breath. I didn't even know what to say right there. That was... Wow.
How did he kick out of it?
I have no idea. That kick was right to the side of the head of John Derry. John Derry, I thought for sure was out. He is not. My goodness. Oh,
there's no way.
No.
There's
Chris
no way
Lyons
can do this.
Oh, that's a lot of men to suplex.
This might be a mistake.
Yeah, he did. That hurt his back. That hurt the small of Chris Lyons' back. And now John Derry's coming back with those clotheslines again. That time it had it. Oh, that time, both of those times, it was right on the money. Oh,
this could be it.
Wow, what a spine buster there.
How is John Derry doing this? 5 minutes ago, he was done.
John Derry just had all that adrenaline just shooting through his body there, through that massive frame. Now, wait a second. He rolled over him. He's smothering him.
Is that a pin?
I think that is a pin. I don't think the referee realized it either. Oh, that was just two. He just tried to flatten him out like a bulldozer.
He just got out of that by the skin of his teeth.
All right, John Derry. He's trying to figure out what he needs to do to put away Chris Lyons. We talk about the Milkman's resilience. How about Lyons' resilience?
Pasteurizer. Oh, but
yeah, you're right. I think that he was going for the pasteurizer again. We saw that early in the match. Derry usually used that to finish off his opponents. But look at this! Look at this! Look at this! It looks like he has a.
Oh, he's got it locked in, Abel.
Yeah, we're trying to just take all of the blood out of the life, out of the brain of John Derry there, and there's the referee just lifting the hand. That's the second time. If it's the third, it's gonna be over. No, there's still life in John Derry. There's still life in the Milkman.
That is a sentence I never thought I'd hear.
Well, you gotta believe it, Luis. It's right here at UPW, right here in BACLIFF, Texas. And now he's trying to reach for that rope again, the rope that has been the saving grace of John Derry this entire match, but no. Oh, no, wait, there goes the tap out. He tried to get the rope, he couldn't get the rope. Chris Lyons was able to grab that arm, roll him back in, and cinch it in more. And that's another win for the Armada. You know what this means.
It's about to be the Armada takeover. 2 members are going to go to that fatal 4-way for the UPW Heavyweight Championship.
Half of that fatal 4-way match is going to be the 2 members of the Armada. Mad Max is out there celebrating, waving around the Armada flag. Oh, look at the disrespect right there. Chris Lyons literally stepping over the dead carcass of the Milkman, John Derry.
You know, I hope Ransom's taking note here. Be careful who you put in front of Chris Lyons. This is my pick for the Armada is walking away with the UPW Heavyweight Championship, if you were to ask.
I mean, that is odds-on favorite at this point, where we're talking about 50% of a 4-way match. Yeah. That's got to be true. But no, wait, speaking of Ransom.
Speaking of the devil.
And there's Doug as well. Interim Commissioner Doug. I wonder if he's still Interim Commissioner now. Yeah, there you go. The Armada celebrating, making their way out of the arena here. We're going to have more matches for qualifying for this heavyweight title. Also later tonight, the Texas Championship will be on the line for that person that usurped the title, that he just absconded with the belt. Don Vega is going to be taking on David Super Duperon, who is essentially defending that championship that he never lost.
Vega is defending the championship that he has because he has the title.
He just went away with the belt. But we're gonna have a brief intermission here. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell, and find us on Facebook.
Intermission, so go ahead, go to the bathroom, grab your snacks, and then meet us back here